Okay. Let's go ahead and make sure everything is set up levels wise. Get chat over here. Get this over here. How do I set it so this is on top? Okay, I don't know how to do that. Whatever. This is fine. And then we pull up. We go here. We pull up this image for myself. Pop this there. Pop this here. Okay. And let's take the camera, put it into place. That's a mistake. Instead, do this. Okay, put this up here. There we go. This down right here. Oh, I've got to do this too, right? I'm so out of practice. It's been like 2 weeks and I'm so out of practice. Okay, transform this. Transform this. Hey! Oh, wait. I need to transform this. No, it's good. Okay, let me go fill my water cup, and then we can get to work here. Okay. Fill my water cup so I can clean my brushes, and then we'll get to work on weathering this box cutter. Okay, I have returned. I also grabbed a cup of tea to help me just be relaxed here. Okay. Alright, let's get my gloves on. Let's get to work here. Sorry if I'm a little bit less energetic than normal tonight. I've had a long couple of days. Maybe I'll get into that in a little bit, but for now I just want to focus on the trains. Oh, no thank you, advertisement. Skip. Q. Okay, so how are people doing tonight? Hopefully people are doing all right. So let's see. Since my last stream here, I took the car here and masked out everything else and hit it all with a layer, except for the roof. I still have to hit the roof with a layer of the paint fading. So let me hit the roof, and then we'll move on to rusting up the car itself, and hopefully getting that good to go. Okay. This brush, right? Yep. This brush will do. Okay. Get a little bit of my white oil paint out here. Just the smallest little bit. Okay, wipe it off, clean the brush down to just a little bit. And let's get this going. Do I have this reference image pulled up on the stream? Hey, there we go. So this is an approximation of level-wise about how heavy we're going to weather it, and color-wise it's about right. So I'm just getting the white oil paint all into all the seams and over the whole surface evenly. That way we have a nice evenly weathered evenly faded paint job on the roof here. Gosh, this mouse is really in the way. I'm gonna put that mouse over there. Okay. Ooh, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea. Scalding even. So I got Corey's hat on here that he gave me when when I was over at his place. I'm a little bit tired. Well, I'm more than a little bit tired after the past couple days that I've had, but to make a long story short, my my cousin was unfortunately killed last week in a horrific scene, and so we had the funeral today. So I yesterday I went up with my family and my girlfriend. We went up to Plattsburgh area for the funeral, and then today I drove back, and it's just physically and emotionally, it's been a taxing few days. Between that and finishing up my last few weeks here of college, my last week or so of classes and so on, it's just it's taken a little bit of a toll on me, which is why I've been somewhat absent as far as content on here on the channel goes. And hopefully you guys can understand that. But I'm always going to put my mental health and my career and school and family above this channel. This channel, first and foremost, for me, is about fun. It's about enjoying what I do and sharing that with you all. And I have lots to share amidst all the chaos and sadness and just everything that's going on. I've also had some fun stuff go on, including, well, hopefully you all saw the live stream on Saturday, where I was the dispatcher for Jack's Layout for this past session. It went actually really well. Oh, go away. No, thank you. Not in the mood for advertisers pushing their stuff at the moment. But yeah, so dispatched Jack's Layout on Saturday. That was a lot of fun, and the session ran surprisingly smoothly. It was a great time, and if you want to go back and rewatch the VODs, feel free to do so. They're just on under the live tab on my channel. They should be there, and you can go back and watch those whenever you want. And then Sunday, I was over at Doug Diedrich's N-Scale Layout again, his Kalispell division. And that was a great time. Had a lot of fun there. Yeah, it was a great op session. And at the end, I got to run some of my trains, including my 20th Century, with the what's it called? J3A Hudson on the point, which was a great time. That looked beautiful going through the scenery that Doug has done, and then although did look a little bit lost amidst all the GN equipment. But then I also got to run at the very end, right before we left. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Right before I left Doug's house on Sunday, they let me run a 36-car freight train with 4 locomotives of all my 1970s rolling stock. And that was a lot of fun. So, how are you doing, Brandon? Thank you. I'm trying to finish up this side, and then I can move on to the rest of the car. Doing this for my buddy Corey up here. But yeah, things are going all right. How are things going up there? You all getting close to done, I'd imagine. Oh, rip. That's, I mean, at least it's fixed, but that's just crushing. Oh, man. Oh. Well, again, at least it's fixed. Problem solved, and that's that. You've moved past it. But yeah, that sounds really. Oh, that's good. That's good. That is good. I've had quite the past couple days. But we're just decompressing with some train stuff here. So trying out this technique for the first time here, using the pencil to just kind of catch some of the rivet highlights. Oh. Be quiet. No, yeah, of course. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm mostly here just to kind of vibe and feel like I'm around people at the moment. That's fun. Glad I can be your Bob Ross, Brandon. But yeah, I'm just here to feel like I'm around people right now. Because need that a little bit after the week that I've had. I don't know if I told you, but my cousin died last week. She was killed, and so we had the funeral today up in Plattsburgh. So I drove up there yesterday. Teresa and Dom both met me here in Troy, and then we went up from here, and then we had the funeral today, and then I drove back home. So I'm pretty wiped. But it's I'll send you all the details privately. But it's a pretty wild whole situation. But so I'm just kind of trying to decompress a little bit, and chat and just being around with the camera and everything. It just helps me to feel like I'm around people. So it's helping. It's okay. We're getting through. We're getting through. That's all that matters. And everything is. We're moving on, and that's the important stuff. Here, I'll send you all just send you the details, and you don't feel like you have to read it or anything like that. It's not. The full details of it is not something I feel comfortable sharing, talking about on live, but it's a crazy situation. So I went live tonight just to, be around, I guess. So I'm here, and that's what I'm doing. And I've got down in the description of the stream, I've got a GoFundMe that my family's doing for my cousin's daughter to set up a college fund for her. So that's another reason why I'm on tonight, is to kind of do a little bit of promoting that. Don't feel obligated or anything like that to give to it, but I just feel better putting it out there, you know, and having that in a space where this is a space that I can share this kind of thing. And I feel like I would be doing a disservice to if I didn't put it out there. And since I felt the need to be out here live tonight anyways, it's there. So if you have a spare few dollars, they are greatly appreciated. If you don't feel bad. There's a lot of people who have been donating, and we're very grateful for that. So that's kind of the situation we're in. But that's, you know, that's what's going on. It feels good to be out here and talking a little bit about it and doing what I enjoy doing, which is doing the train stuff here. So helps me decompress a little. So hopefully I'm not distracting you too much from getting your coding done. It's not my intent here. I'm just here to be here, you know. So anyways, I'm just trying to catch just the tops of the rivets here with this pencil. To give some grime. Oh, shush. Goodbye, advertisement. Not tonight. Okay, keep working down these rivet lines. Work along these ones on the bottom as well. Just to give that some pop and some effect. Hey, welcome back, man. Good to see ya. Glad you can hop in for tonight. Working on this car for my buddy Corey over at Ours Trains and just kind of decompressing a little bit. That's a little messy, but that's okay. Yeah, good enough. Okay, so that's that. Let me get a little bit more of this going. Just to kind of sort of clean up the edges a little bit. So yeah, we're working on this car. I've already finished this side. I finished this side last time I was on stream. This car is getting done for my buddy Corey over at Ours Trains here on YouTube. We're roughly using this image up here as kind of a general guide as far as where and how heavy to do stuff. But for the details, and I'm not specifically going off of that car. I'm just using it as a general guide. So I'm trying this new technique here that I haven't used before, where I use this pencil to just catch the tips of the rivets and give some grime and rust just around the tips of the rivets there. But now we're going to move on to more traditional techniques here. Once I clear out that. Take a sip of my tea. Okay. Alright, let's think here. What's next? I guess getting the... Yeah, it's just giving this kind of a little bit of grime and grit kind of around where those rivets would grab stuff. So, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the outcome of it. So now I just gotta mix up some red rust. Oh, come back paintbrush. Okay, got it. Paintbrushes from over here. So my little guys are in here, I think, right? Do I have my little guys in here? Where are my little guys out? Here's a littler guy. My little guys get put in my drawer. I need to start cleaning this stuff up. My whole space is it's a mess after these past couple weeks of busyness and just craziness. Here's my tiny little brush. Put it in here. The problem when you have so many brushes, it's hard to find a specific one. Did it get put in one of my little baggies? A couple of baggies that I was using to keep my supplies in. Put in here, or am I crazy? Nope, did not get put in here. All right, whatever. I'll make do with what I have, I guess. For tonight, I'll make do. Yeah, I'll make do. Be quiet, advertisement. You are not welcome. There we go. Music is welcome. All right, whatever. I'll make do. All right, let me mix up some rust real quick. Let me get this brush. No, come back. Definitely need that brush. All right, let me mix some rust. Ugh. Some of my tried and true orange. Get the little crud bits out. Nice. Australian stuff is always so interesting to me. Its aesthetic is somewhere between European railways and North American railways. It's really neat. I remember back at the Amherst Railway Society's Railroad Hobby Show, which is a big show here in the States every year in West Springfield, Massachusetts. I remember seeing an Australian train on layout there, and I was like, that's really neat. So I'm pretty sure it was an Aussie train. I don't know. But, in any case, it was an interesting locomotive. Where did my... Or an interesting train set, and I think the Australian railroad aesthetic is a quite unique one, and I really like it. Where did my good brown go? Oh man, I'm all over the place. Is that it? Oh, that'll do. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. At least if it's the thing that if it's what I'm thinking about. Let me look it up on my phone real quick. Yep. Yeah, it is very nice. It's a nice, it's not like a overly bright red, but it's bright enough that it stands out. It's elegant is definitely the right word for it. I'm personally a fan of the Victorian railways. What is that? What is that class of locomotive called? Oh, I know. Oh well, this is number S303. I can't remember off the top of my head what. Yeah, S class. Duh. S303. The S class, because it's like you take the like double-sidedness of like British locomotives and early British diesel locomotives, and you applied the traditional EMD like F unit nose to it, and it's just the blue and yellow. It's very nice in my mind, and I like it a lot. I like S303. I also like yeah, that's a diesel. I also like oh, is it 30? Oh, what's the name of it? Or the number of it? (3801). 3801. I love 3801. It reminds me very much of my favorite class of North American steam locomotive, the New Haven I-5. Its stylings is quite similar with the kind of pointed nose. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's beautiful, and the green is very nice. Behold, I do not care about your advertisement, Jimmy John. But yes, it is a beautiful locomotive. Yeah, these things happen. I get it. I knew what you were talking about. You knew what you were talking about. That's the important part, right? But yeah, it very much reminds me of the New Haven Railroad's I-5 Hudson's. In terms of its styling, it's this streamlined shroud shape, and then it's got the like emerald green to it, which is super nice. It's beautiful. I love it. And of course, you can forget Pumpkin Billy, but okay, let's try 2 drips of red. Let's see if that's red enough for my liking. It's not bad. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That sounds like, yeah, I think I saw that video on your channel. It's great. Yeah. It was a great video. Beautiful locomotives. Beautiful power. Alright, let's get to work here. Let me make sure color looks good here. I think I need another drip of red. Let me roll up my sleeves a little bit. Where'd my paper towel go? There it is. Wonderful thing about acrylic paints, they come up like that when you're using some water. Okay, there we go. All right, another drip of red into my mixture. Hopefully that's not too much. If it is, then I'll add another little bit of brown, a little bit of orange. Because I want it to be a reddish rust. Reddish rust. Because that's what I've got in the picture that Corey said he liked. So that's what we're going with. Let's see, so we're gonna go to my reference image. We're gonna make sure we're actually painting in frame of the camera. And we're going to fill in a lot of the area down here. There we go. There we go. Good Lord. Yeah, that's that is quite the heat. And I thought when I saw Norfolk and Western 611 at the Strasburg Railroad a couple years ago, that was like high 80s, low 90s, and I thought that was bad in Fahrenheit, so probably low 30s Celsius. If I'm doing the transition in my head about right, probably low to mid 30s. But yeah, 38 is really up there. Yeah, I suppose that is Australia. That's what you get. That's just what you get when you're down there. But on the other hand, you know, you get to see some cool trains, so it all comes out in the wash. There we go. Definitely a big streak of rust coming down off of this. Too much, too much, too much. Where did my little bit of paper towel go? Again, beauty of working in acrylics. Quick and easy Control Z. Quick and easy undo button. Just wipe it with some water. Even once it's dried, you hit it with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and then you hit it with some water. Goes right away. You just gotta be a little bit careful. Well, Brandon, you should know this. Where's that box? I do have my own rail line, and I have made them my own color. I have my own railroad. Oh, be quiet, advertisement. There's my railroad, the Balfour and Colucha Creek Southern. We've got the blue and the maroon with the orange pinstripe dividing the till. Let me take out my -8 because the -8 is a cleaner example of that. I was gonna say, man, I know I've told you about this before. Where'd the -8 go? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, I'm gonna get the cleanest. The cleanest locomotive that the Balfour and Colucha Creek Southern has at the moment. There we go. Oh, let me turn off this layer. There we go, so you can get a good view. Yeah. So we got the maroon for the cab, the roof, and all the undercarriage. You got the blue for the main body, and then that fine orange stripe dividing the two. Thank you. I quite like it myself. I've gotten quite happy with it. So we got, what do I have? I have a Dash 8. I have the Dash 7 that I just had pulled out. I have an SD40-2, which is right here. I have somewhere, I lost it somewhere at my house, I believe, but somewhere I've got a RS2, which is an early Alco diesel. There's my SD40-2. This was the prototype for the paint scheme. This was my first attempt, was using the shapes of the SD40-2, and this was all done before I even had my airbrush, which is how I got it nice and flat for this. But this actually looks pretty good. I might go back and redo it just because it's not the best it can be, but I'm pretty happy with it. I have somewhere I also have a GP40, and I'm working on an Alco RS1, and thing I don't have yet is really any rail cars. So I have a caboose. I have a bay window caboose that I have painted for the BNCCS. And then other than that, I'm working on a set of some passenger cars. Oh, that's the other locomotives I have. Gotta put them in here. Oh, there's that GP40. The other locomotives I have are these two EMD F3s, which I have painted for running the executive special train, which is what I'm working on getting some passenger cars for. Passenger cars painted up for. There's the A unit. Here's the B unit. Anyways, let me put Corey's car off to the side since we're taking a quick break from that. There's the A-B set for the executive train. I still need to do a little decal work on them. But these, I'm actually quite happy with how the paint scheme came out. So in my railroads history, they bought these for their 100-year anniversary off the Burlington Northern, because they're former CBQ units. But we got my logo up front. Oh, if it'll focus, which it might not. Yeah, you can kind of get my logo there. Right under the lower headlight. But yeah, so we've got the AB for the officer train, and then we have the more standard freight units. So that's the BNCCS and its locomotives. I model 1975 to 1985 in the United States, Northeast region, New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Massachusetts, maybe a little bit of Vermont. Who knows? Maybe a little New Hampshire, but that's what I do. it's me. That's my railroad. So there's a reminder for you, Brandon. If I were to paint a train, I would paint it as such, because I have. Where did I put Where the frick did I put that box? Oh, it's right here. Nope, that's not it. Where the heck did I? Hello? I lost the box. I don't know how I do this, but I do this on a daily basis. I have something in my hands and I put it down and it simply disappears. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. Got it. Nice. Branch lines are fun. You get some fun because it's generally it's not top of the line stuff. Oh, be quiet, advertisement. But yeah, you don't usually get like top of the line stuff, but you get a lot of interesting potentials for operations. You get a lot of interesting potentials for rolling stock. My brain immediately jumps to branch lines, generally secondhand stock, so generally heavier weathering. That's what I like. But anyways, let's get back to Corey's car here. But yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Coming. Back to the rust I go. Oh yeah, I guess I can turn this reference layer back on for y'all. Get a number of little tiny streaks going up here. Oh wow, you really can't see anything with that glare. Let's try this. There, now you can see a little better. Try and soften some of these edges with some water. There we go. Especially these edges. I really want to soften and clean them up a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad that that's a little better. I didn't realize how bad the glare was until I really took a second to look up and go, oh, you can't see a damn thing. Take just a splash of isopropyl alcohol on my brush here. Clean up. Do. Oh God. Oh sheesh. Advertisement. Sheesh. There we go, that's a little better. There we go. Lots of little guys coming down off of this. I like that. That looks good. Run a little line of this red rust along this top level. Should really sell it. There we go, that's pretty good. Really rust up this top bar a little bit. Thanks, Teresa. I'm pretty happy with how this one's coming out. Using the picture up here as kind of a guide, but not really a super precise guide, more so just like, this is kind of the vibes we're going for. Let's move on to the far side, because there's not a ton I want to do on the door. Get a little bit around kind of just the corners and the lifted pieces of the door. Just like that. You get the vibes. That's good. I'm glad the vibes are coming through. A little bit more going down here. All inside the yeah, I like that. I like that. I think that's not bad. Let's get a little bit more down here. Now that I'm in a flow state, things are coming better. Kind of struggling at first when I first got on here to kind of get into the flow state because of everything that's been happening. But now that I'm in the flow state and things are less on my mind, or I'm able to work through things a little better, I guess. Thanks, man. Really will kind of just focus on the work. Things are coming better. Yep, I use some weathering powder. I also use a little bit of paint down here. Do I have any good examples? Not really. Not with me. But I've got somewhere around here. Gosh. I think this is going to be a job that I finish some other night. Because I don't know where any of my crap went. But somewhere, whatever, it's not that important. Somewhere I have a little canister, a couple little canisters. One of each of those canisters are filled with. I've got these lighting. These what am I saying? I've got these pastel powders. These just powders, or not powders. These pastel sticks. And these are just a bunch of earth tone pastel sticks I picked up at a hobby store, at an art store. and I shave them down to powders, and I use that. And then I usually, so for the bogies, the trucks here, I'll do a little bit of my white oil paint over top everything, just to give it that kind of faded metal look, which you can kind of see here. So it's like kind of a dark gray instead of a nice shiny black. English is not Englishing today. But so we do that with the oil paint, and then I do some of my light rust color kind of around in a few spots, especially if you got exposed springs like this car's bogies have. You get these exposed springs right here for the suspension of the bogie. Those I get some rust on, and it kind of pops out. And then depending on if these are roller bearings, I'll put a little rust on the roller bearing tip. Otherwise, I'll put a little bit of rust underneath the journal box and a little bit of what's it called? So I have some Tamiya weathering panel liner. I have like a brown panel liner, and I'll brush just a little bit of that underneath there to get kind of a oily, grimy streak going from the oil rags in the journal boxes. And then I'll hit everything with a dusting of the rust weather powder that I mix from shaving the sticks down, and a grime by doing the same thing. And it's just using different colors of the sticks to shave different amounts of pigment into each powder to get the different colors. Yeah, I don't know where my stuff went, but this will probably be I'll probably get all the rust done tonight, and then I'll have to put off the rest till tomorrow because I'm not looking around for it tonight. I was already tired going in, and it's getting late here in the Northeast. So tune in next time for seeing that. But, hey, welcome. Push the, car back into frame a little better. Oh boy. There we go. Nice long rust streak right there. A little bit of light rust right there. Some work pulling it down. There we go. Keep on pulling it down, moving along. Okay. Pretty happy with that. A little bit of a gash right here in the car. Used a little too much. Clean some of that up. There we go. Okay, that's good. That's real good. I'm happy with that. So a little bit around the ladder, and then we will be good to go. There we go. Okay, now let's get my dark. Let's get my dark rusty, my dark oil paint. And let's go in and fill it in. This is one of my favorite parts of the job every time. Something about this step brings it from, just kind of orangey reddish, to, oh, look at that, that's rust. Just that touch of dark. All you need to really, all of a sudden, just snap it into perspective. Really go wild a little bit right there. Oh boy. Okay. Good stuff. Touch more along this. Down here. Okay, keep it moving. Slide the car the other direction to get the rest of it into frame. Okay, keep it moving along the side of the car. Oh, you can tell in my voice I'm getting real tired. See, it's 12:40 a.m. here in New York. So I think I'm gonna finish up this side. I might do the ends. We'll see though. I'm feeling. Let's finish this up. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that bit, that little dot right there very much. Good, good, good. Yeah, I'm 12 hours ahead, or 10 hours ahead of you. Or 14 hours behind you. Which is it? Probably 14 hours behind you. Yeah, so I'm understandably a little bit sleepy. Just a tad. Very different time zones indeed. Pretty close to, not quite, but pretty close to as far as we can get time zone wise. Yeah, I don't like that. We're gonna sweep that one away. Oh, that's actually, never mind. I didn't even do anything else. That's perfect. I love it when you go to clean something up and your first act of cleaning it up just fixes the problem, like right there. It's beautiful. I really want to be done with this car. So I might keep going here, but not too much longer. I think 1 a.m. my time, so it'd be 3 p.m. your time coming. I might be wrapping up. For the evening, but we'll see. I'm pretty darn happy with that. It might do. In fact, probably what I will do is kind of clean this up, wrap it up, and then move on to the other sides tomorrow. We'll see. Just trying to figure out where the heck. Where's that? Not the one I wanted, though. I gotta find these little containers of my stuff. They're right here somewhere. In one of these bags that I have. Not that one. Not there. Ah, boy. I don't know where it went. Oh, well, thanks for hopping in, Komang. Glad to talk to you tonight. Not in that bag. Which freaking bag did I put this stuff in? Whatever. Oh, there's that. Alright, well that allows me at least to sort of kind of wrap this side up for the most part. Cheers to you too, man. Have a wonderful day. I don't know where I put my... Unless I put them in this box. Nope. Yeah, I have no idea where I put my little powder packages. our little powder cups. So, alright, I'll just make my own little small batch for tonight. And then I'll wrap it up. And that'll be that for the evening. Okay. Well incorporated and just really blast that on there. There we go. Good, good, good. There we go. There's that all softened up. And now let me get some grime going. Using this and this. A little bit more of the dark brown. Kind of gray-green. A touch of this tan. There we go. go. Make sure this side got the gram treatment as well. Good, 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 good. Go. Okay. Oops. Good. And that leaves the big reveal, which is going ahead. Get rid of that. So the big reveal here. So put this all away. Is, of course, going in. Oops. Ever so carefully. Peeling up tape. To unveil the patch. There we go. Good. Okay, next little patch. This guy. There we go. Bigger patch. Good. Other side, small patch. Good. And the last patch. There we have it. Beautiful. Well, Corey, I hope you like that. And if you ever watch this, there you have it. There's 2/3 of the card done. Now I have to do to ends, which I'll probably do off stream because they're real hard to stream, and the roof, which I will maybe do tomorrow night on stream. We'll see. But that's gonna do it for tonight, I think. Is that right there? I'd say it's a successful stream. So, thanks all for watching. Glad people hopped in tonight. I really needed to just kind of blow off some steam and have some chats. Hey, don't worry about it. I was just getting ready to wrap up anyways. Glad you could pop in and say hi, though. I've had a long couple days, and I just needed to unwind, and chatting with people here was real helpful. But yeah, so I'm glad you could hop in at the very last moment, stick in and say hi. But for everyone else, thanks for hopping in throughout the course of the stream. It means a lot to me that you hop in. Brandon, have a good night. And yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep, some very much needed sleep. Thanks for hopping in, y'all. Have a good one.